So, not very packed at all. So this is like a punch bowl slash cake plate from like the 1990s, I believe. This is the box it came in. You can see the details here. And there's this little number in the corner, but I can't find any like date on this thing. So I'm curious if they can tell me how old this is. Turn off everything.
Okay, turning 52 things off.
Got that going for you. All right.
Yeah,
We could say they're suppressing our vote if they didn't let us vote without masks. No parking on grass. Huh. Hello. We are at the church up here. It's election day, November 3rd. This probably won't be a long video, but screw it. Figured I'd make a video and post it. I've only voted twice, 2008, 2016. When did you last vote?
2008.
2008. Every time I've voted though, I've always waited till November 3rd. So I'm kind of making this to show people that the whole waiting 2 hours in line for early voting is kind of unnecessary. At least I think so, because I've never had an issue on election day voting in two giant elections. Let's see what it looks like. I can't record in there?
No, it's a thing.
Even if
People
I tell
know
them?
this.
What if I
You
tell them that I'm
literally-
vlogging?
You get kicked out. It's a thing.
That's suppressing my vote.
People have tried to take pictures in
I've
polling
seen
places.
pictures of polling places. That's
And,
what I don't
well,
understand.
maybe they didn't get caught.
I want to be
You're
one of
not
those.
supposed
I got the GoPro. I can hide it. I don't feel bad about 2016 because we got 2016. We needed you in 2020.
to. Well, you just told your viewers who you were voting for.
That don't matter. I think they would know who I'm voting for.
Oh yeah, you can all that stuff.
Yeah, I did like, the border Lego wall. Legal immigrants not included.
Money.
Yes. I bought...
Sorry.
Let's see. So, not very packed at all. How can they tell who's who with the mask? Like, I could go in with a different ID, right? I don't know either. All right, here we go.
Some of my didn't understand the word.
Some of those extra questions are really difficult to understand.
They
what
are.
they're
They
doing.
use like confusing terms.
It's like reading a Bible. So I checked my watch and we got in line at 4:25 and it's 4:32 and we're walking out. They had a very, got my sticker too. Voted. Interesting little procedure though. They now use iPads. That's totally different from before. It was like really old computers.
Yeah, it was a computer when I did it.
And then they gave you a tissue to grab the stylus with, and then you use the stylus on the iPad to like verify yourself and sign. And then you took the stylus over with your little green card thingy to put into the other giant touchscreen computer where you put your card in and used your stylus to pick your selections. So I wasn't expecting any of that. I didn't know how they did it. I thought it was just going to be the same as before.
That was so easy.
Yeah. So waiting till election day is not a bad thing.
No.
And I really think it's because only the people in this area can come here to vote. So there's only, I mean, like maybe in areas in LA, it's a good idea to early vote, but I think in other areas, it's not even necessary. You'll spend more time in line early voting than you would here. I saw people waiting like 2 hours and we literally walked in and out. That's it, election 2020. I think we'll finish this in the morning and either be okay and happy with life or petrified that we'll lose 62% of our income.
But we could buy a house for cheap.
We could. Let's get home.
Midwestern battlegrounds, Michigan, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, which was supposed to host
8:30
this year's Democratic
p.m.
convention until things changed. Of course, Mike Tobin reports.
Well, I spent the last week of the race in Pennsylvania. We have a lot of things cooking, a lot of raw vote total that's coming in addition to our voter analysis, and the next polls will close to win the presidency. And you see those yellow states, obviously those have closed.
Just like that. ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com.
Percentage there, 48.2 to 50.2 as we stand, 0.3 as we stand this evening. Things are changing by the second at 10:22. So let's get some thoughts tonight from Laura Ingram, host of the Ingram Angle.
Bubble here, and we're also looking at our voter analysis surveys that talk to about 150,000.
And see the impact of that on the overall numbers here. Biden 53%, 44% as we take a look at the big picture here. You've got President Trump with 115, Joe Biden with 133.
You reach my blood sugar.
They only pay for what they need. Got it? Did you get that?
The Fox News Decision Desk can now project that former Vice President Joe Biden will decisively beat President Trump in California, which is a 55 electoral vote haul. Huge number there. Joe Biden will also win the adjacent state of Oregon, according to our Fox News voter analysis.
Rounding out the Pacific Northwest, Biden will defeat Trump in the state of Washington, but in next door Idaho, President Trump will easily defeat the former vice president.
So let's bring our panel back in with us this evening.
If President Trump and his amazing push that might help put him over the edge. The other thing I'm looking at is the issue of suburbs, but also about
Will win the state of Florida, 29 electoral votes, and he will win it convincingly.
Texas, which is definitely one of the states that he won last time that he needed to win tonight, and he has achieved that goal. 38 electoral votes in the state of Texas, despite the fact that Beto O'Rourke and others were very hopeful that the tide was changing in Texas. It has held once again.
I think Trump's got it.
It is changing. The electorate in Texas.
It's too early for me to be filming, but she sadly got to go to work. But it looks like Trump won, so I'm pretty certain the election's over. If it goes the way the states are showing, which he's leading in all of them, and it'd be very almost impossible for mail-in votes to top what he's already leading by and help Biden somehow win, I'm pretty certain Trump has won. So we don't have nothing to worry about for another 4 years, it seems. That was election 2020, though. I'll say in 2024, I'll do it the same way. I'm not going to go and vote early and wait in line for 2 hours. I'm going to go on the day of and wait in line for not even 5 minutes. That'll always be my process. And you're supposed to do it on the 30th. At least I think.
I think it's a very Republican thing to do.
Oh, is it?
That's why they say all the blue votes come in so early and then red swoops in at the end.
Oh, they were saying that last night. But that'll do it for the election video. I'm going to post this today. Might as well. It's election day, so it'll go up in a couple hours. So click that like button. Click subscribe underneath her beautiful face. Check out Indulge Clothing that'll pop up in front of her beautiful face. And we'll see you next time. Deuces. Let me just kind of clarify what I was saying earlier is that basically, like, for example, I'm looking at this currently. In North Carolina, 94% are in, and Trump has, some quick math, 22 off of 100,000. Trump is 78,000 votes ahead in North Carolina. So regardless of whatever mail-in votes come in, I don't see there being over 78,000 mail-in votes that are exclusively for Biden, and then, him topping Trump. I know it hasn't been called, but from what I'm seeing, Trump's won, unless some real shenanigans happen.